Hey everybody, it's me, Sipo. Welcome to this week's topic, clothing. And welcome to the Translate Profit because it is the coolest collab channel ever. Um, this is actually a really, really important topic for me because clothing has been vital in my not only transition but in my life. The way that I present myself, the way other people look at me, the way other people judge me, the way that I'm hard on myself or feel good about myself. Um, Part of that has a lot to do with clothing. When I was growing up, when I was younger, because I was born female, people, family, and it's not them. This is not me coming down on my family or coming down on the people around me when I was younger. It's me saying this is the society that I was brought up in. Um, Clothing has always been important because when I was young, I was forced uh, to learn how to be a girl. I was forced to uh, wear dresses. I was, when I was growing up, what they called a tomboy. And I liked playing rough and I liked playing dirty. But as a girl, that's not something that I could do. You know what I mean? That's not something that was looked at as a positive thing. And I was taught that, you need to be a lady, and this is how ladies do, and this is how ladies dress. This is how ladies present themselves in the world. I grew up with that mentality and with that thought, but I was still struggling inside, right? I was still struggling with how I should present myself versus how I felt I should present myself. And I did the whole nines, I did the acrylic nails. I did the dresses on special occasions. I did the whole makeup. I did all of that stuff to make other people feel good. And I'm not saying none of that stuff felt good. And I'm not saying that I did not feel sexy wearing all that stuff because I still worked it. However, that is just something that's just um, it's just something that if I was raised differently, if I was freer in the way that I express myself, I think I would have not experienced being as feminine as I presented myself in the past. And don't get me wrong, those experiences are important, and I felt really good about those experiences. However, um, it's just the way society works is that females dress like this and males dress like this. There's not an in between, which brings me to where I am right now. Now, when I first started my transition, my mental transition, I started wearing very, 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 very masculine clothing. Um, and cut my hair very, 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 very short, and I still do that. But I went like the opposite, and it didn't. None of them worked for me. So now I feel like I'm finding that happy medium of like I go shopping and I wear things that feel good to me. I like GQ things, like I like wearing suits and ties, I wear things that make me feel proud to walk in the world. I wear things that make me proud with my head up. I don't try and stress myself with what I should or should not wear. I find like a lot of regular men clothing really boring, baggy pants, it just never worked. So now I'm learning how to sew my own things. I'm learning how to alter pants so that they look masculine. I'm learning how to um, find clothing that feel good on my body, not on a man's body, not on a woman's body, but my own body. What works for Sipo? And that's the only advice that I can give people is that you need to find things that work for you. You can't go with how everybody else feels because not everybody else is you. You gotta go with what works for you, what feels good in your body. So if you go shopping, don't just concentrate on one area. Do everything. Um, go in the women's section. Go in the men's section. Experiment. I work in a gay village, and I'm surrounded by a lot of gay men. And I find that they're a lot freer in the way that they express themselves and the way that they express their clothing. And I'm generalizing, I do apologize. But the ones that I've run into. And I love that. And I think more people should experiment with all of that kind of stuff in general, and not just people that are transitioning into one sex or another, but people that are just wanting to just feel free in their bodies. And that looks good. Let me see if it looks good on me. Let me see if I can alter it. Learn how to sew, learn how to do all that stuff. So you create your own unique style. You know what I mean? And that's where I'm at right now. I'm in the process of recreating what looks and feels good to me. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will talk to everybody next week. Bye.